Okay, Tensorflowjs. Let's try some Tensorflowjs examples. Here's the website. What we're going to do is we're going to get this running so that we can actually see it working. And gitpod, gitpod.io/number in front of any repository. And it loads it up. This part's not super fast. I'm already logged into gitpod, and so you might have to do a little login scene right now. So what we're going to do here is basically load up a virtual Ubuntu machine, but it's a pretty neat system in that when you aren't using the page, it's done. And so for testing things out, this is perfect. So there we are. Everything's loaded. There you can read whatever you're looking at. All I'm going to do is npm install 9 for Node Virtual Manager. And now I can npm install -g yarn. You could use npm, but yarn just seems to be a little bit nicer. Now, I kind of liked Iris, so I'm going to do the Iris one. And open in terminal. What you really should do is cd Iris, but this is just a little bit nicer. And so we've got yarn, and it throws the package together. I don't know, maybe this 15 seconds. Please note this open ports thing. I've been using that. Sometimes up here it gets the ports, but it's sometimes nice to actually see which ports you've been working with. You could open up several folders, but you will, or you may eventually run out of RAM. So I'm just doing one at a time. It's quite simple. You just close off one, do the other. So there are the exposed ports, but I actually really like going into this open ports. If you lose it, terminal, where to go, view, open ports. Okay, my students, sometimes they X out of it. Anyway, things are kind of close. What's important here is the 1, 2, 3, 6. Right there, that 1, 2, 3, 6, that's the port that's going to open up. Notice it's all dealt with here. I'm just letting that package be figured out. By the way, Watch actually creates a distribution package. I have had some luck moving that onto my own website and working with it. There does seem to be a minor problem with that. So open ports, there's the 1, 2, 3, 6, and my little image there, expose. So expose, and now you can open browser. I'll move myself back here, and there's the browser, and here we go. Now the nice thing about opening it up in this browser instead of the preview is you got a little bit more room for Control Shift I. I think there are other ways of opening up the console. And notice it's got a little bit of a failed resource. You can always just load it again, see how that goes. So this is the Iris demo. What I like about the Iris demo is it has a pre-trained model, and it has when you load from scratch. The results are slightly different. So let's load the pre-trained model. And notice here it's given the probabilities, and it's saying whatever is here is an Iris Setosa. I'm not going to talk about this too much. Do want to prove that it can train in the model. And now a reminder, this is free cloud service, gitpod, but this is running things that normally you would have to use AWS Cloud 9 or make your own Ubuntu server. There we go, it's already finished. And with all of these, it's giving a readout. I don't know if it's actually live for me changing it, but there's the model.